Why do dogs rest their head on you? Dogs express their bond with us in a surprising number of ways, from the classic face lick to the wild excitement when you return home. However, few gestures are as endearing as when a dog rests its head on you. Today, we take a closer look at this behavior and we try to dig up what it could possibly mean. Is it a sign of sadness, aggression, or is your dog just a plain old love sponge? Let's find out. Love. This is probably the main reason why your dog would rest his head or her head on your person. Despite being unable to talk, dogs are very emotional creatures and do not hesitate to communicate their feelings. Just like us, love is a dog's favorite emotion. Unlike us humans though, dogs hardly take their loved ones for granted, which means they take every opportunity to show their affection. Licking your face, following you around, and standing guard against intruders are all extensions of your dog's love for you. Leaning on you can also be added to this list. Leaning is a behavior that stems directly from the puppyhood stage, when puppies rest against their mothers while nursing and sleeping. As the owner, you are kind of a mommy to your pooch, so you are eligible for the same treatment. So the next time your dog comes up and rests her head in your lap, you should pet her gently and tell her, "I love you too." Of course, sometimes your dog's affections may belie ulterior motives. Hustling for food. It's well known that dogs love food just as much as their owners. Heck, sometimes more. Hungry pooches are ready to employ all sorts of tactics to secure a tasty treat. In the wild, wolves and coyotes aggressively wrestle kills from each other all the time. However, the modern domestic dog tends to use a bit more subtlety. One such approach is to replace the stick of aggression with a carrot of affection. Cozying up to you or other family members is one such trick. Such dogs tend to be aware of the person who is likeliest to hand out treats, as well as who isn't. The generous person may be pursued all around the house, constantly barraged by soft whimpers and puppy dog eyes. If that person sits down or even stands in one place, the dog immediately goes nuclear and employs the lean. Drool may be involved as well, so be warned. Many dogs also rest their heads on their owners when they are unloading the groceries, preparing meals, or even during meals. Anything to do with food could prompt this behavior in your dog. A quick test. If your dog loses interest in hanging out after he gets a bite to eat, you are being hustled, Jack. If he comes back to rest on you again, he's in it for the love. Scaredy cat. In certain situations, a dog may feel stressed out or outright frightened and come up to lean on you. This is more leftover puppy behavior, and you as mommy need to play the role of security blanket. Now, some dogs may get spooked by harmless things like a vacuum cleaner or a new family pet. However, there are legitimate fears as well. Illness, run-ins with vicious predators, and even the sight of an abusive former owner can also cause the dog to seek reassurance from you. It'll be up to you to determine the seriousness of the danger while your dog cowers away. Some guard dog. Just ensure to soothe the dog with gentle strokes and calm words. If the fear is irrational, a bit of exposure therapy could teach him not to worry so much. Please don't go. Separation anxiety is another common stressor for dogs, and it can cause dogs to be overly clingy. While we all appreciate good one-on-one time with our dogs, some puppies go way overboard. This is especially true if you spend significant periods away from your furry pal. Fear of separation manifests in many behaviors, including the head lean. Ask yourself this: does your dog start resting on you around the time you normally leave the house? If yes, then you have a separation anxiety patient on your hands. The leaning is your dog's attempt to stop you from leaving the house, and him. This behavior may be even worse if there are no other people or pets to keep him company while you're away. He could be feeling real existential dread at the thought of you leaving and potentially never coming back. After all, you're the center of his universe. What would he do without you? It's better to train separation anxiety out of your dog from an early age. Try not to be overly sad or dramatic when you leave the house. Dogs feed off our emotions, so your pup could interpret your dramatizations as a sign that your departures are a bad thing. A good solution for separation anxiety is to be as casual as possible when you leave home. Your dog will quickly learn that your leaving isn't a big deal and that you'll always come back for him. Mine. Environments with multiple pets are often home to animals that get a little territorial over the owner. If you have one dog that frequently butts in when you're chilling with another dog, this applies to you. Such dogs can't stand the idea of their affection and love being given to another animal. Things can even lead to aggression if unchecked. Fortunately, many dogs opt for manipulation rather than violence in such situations. A possessive dog might make efforts to show you that she's the only dog you need by being extra affectionate and snuggly. Expect the love bombing to be turned up to 11 if other pets approach you for attention. Animals that were never taught to share can get insecure when they suddenly have to share you. You'll have to be patient with your dog here. Take slow steps to show him that other pets do not diminish your care for him. Things like group outings will make him make friends with other animals. Just make sure you don't neglect him, otherwise the green-eyed monster will pop back up. Lonely boy. Sometimes your dog will rest his head on you if he feels like you haven't been spending enough quality time together. Maybe you've been working long hours or spending more time with your friends. Whatever the reason, your dog could be feeling like he's losing you. Dogs, like many social animals, enjoy the attention and validation of their loved ones. If the attention is not forthcoming, your pet won't have any qualms about seeking some. Attention-seeking behavior exists on a spectrum. On one end, you have extremes like shredded cushions, while on the calmer end you have subtle behaviors like leaning against you. You need to take stock and really think about whether you've been fully engaging with your dog. It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwinds of everyday life and ultimately neglect your pets. Luckily, animals are very good at forgiveness, so it won't take too much to make it up to your pal. You could go hiking, swimming, fishing, or take up a few rounds of classic fetch. Your dog will thank you, and you will hopefully feel a renewed connection with your pet. Rebel with Paws. We also have dogs who just love bending the rules. Such dogs are usually more than smart enough to know right from wrong, and they almost always choose wrong. Young and adolescent pups are the likeliest to engage in rabble-rousing behavior, especially if they're untrained. There's no telling the kind of mischief they will cook up, from running off with your shoes to chasing chickens and the aforementioned cushion damage. Sometimes, just for the fun of it, a naughty dog will also decide to lean on you at an inappropriate time. Perhaps you're in the middle of an important Zoom call, or you're trying to have a serious conversation with guests. The dog knows the behavior is a no-no, but still chooses to cuddle up with you. Formal training is the only surefire way to eliminate this behavior and instill some self-control in your dogs. Hounds Anatomy. Sometimes your dog will seek your comfort if he falls ill or sustains an injury. Dogs can suffer from illnesses like cancer, rabies, and stomach bugs. Injuries can result from traffic accidents, animal attacks, or accidents around the house. Naturally, a dog will turn to her caregiver for aid. Maybe she just wants you by her side as she rests and recovers. Some ill dogs will even endure incredible pain to follow their owners around the house and sit with them. The least you can do is reciprocate the touching gesture by making your dog as comfortable as possible and surrounding her with her favorite toys and blankies. Follow any vet instructions diligently and ensure all meds are administered properly.